Turn tomatoes, onions, garlic, and hot peppers into zesty salsa, garden fresh and ready to eat.
Jujutsu Kaisen has a roster of characters that niggas would definitely consider to be OP when you start to get towards the higher end of the power scaling. You feel me? And today I just want to shed some light on who I personally believe to be is the most broken character in JJK. I'm gonna give you some honorable mentions because again, I know that niggas is gonna get on my ass if I don't put certain motherfuckers in the video. They're gonna be like, oh no, you didn't put Sakuna in the video, you didn't put Gono in the video. They're gonna get their flowers, I promise, because these niggas is broken too. But there's one person who I need to highlight because I simply believe that the way that their curse ability works is absolutely cheese and busted. So boom. As I said, we can start off with some honorable mentions, and we'll start off with big nigga. You feel me? Motherfucker who is in the end game right now has been causing everyone a problem, has caused the most deaths in the series. Let's give it up to Sakuna. You feel me? I'm just going to go ahead and play this audio from this Magic Bullet ad over this clip from the recent season. And if you can't put 2 and 2 together and figure it out, then you maybe need to click off of the fucking video right now.
Grind whole coffee beans, coarse or fine, for fresh ground coffee in just 4 seconds. Chop garlic or onions without the sticky, smelly mess in just 3 seconds. Or turn tomatoes, onions, garlic, and hot peppers into zesty salsa, garden fresh and ready to eat in less than 5.
I'm also going to say this. If I was going to take the time to acknowledge and go over all of the fuckery that this nigga does as it regards like binding valves and all that extra shit, this would be like a fucking 30-minute video. And I'm not gonna lie, anybody, I don't have the time for that shit, nigga. We have to, you feel me? We have to keep it condensed. Boom. On to the next person on the list. Gojo. I mean, fuck it. This is also a nigga that I really don't need to say too much about. You feel me? All right. I mean, the dick sucking with this nigga needs to be studied. The glaze on this nigga needs to be evaluated. You feel me? And rightfully so. Rightfully so. I think he's in my top 3 characters in the show. Probably with everyone's top 3. You feel me? And I don't even think that nigga's number 3. You feel me? So, yeah. I mean, I don't think I need to say anything other than you literally cannot touch him. I'm not gonna even try to break down the intricacies of how this nigga's curse technique works. That's for another YouTuber. I'm not that nigga. I'm just gonna say literally you cannot touch this nigga. That should be enough. Y'all know what the fuck want. You feel me? You can't touch him. Boom. The next person on this list, and the last honorable mention, you feel me? The very last honorable mention is going to be Kenjaku. So when I had originally said Kenjaku, I'm pretty sure I was thinking about Geto, because I was definitely thinking about curse spirit manipulation, not the brain thing. And yeah, Geto's curse spirit manipulation, that shit's actually busted, because we kind of got to see more, like, the more potential behind that ability with Kenjaku's use of it, kind of the same way we got to see what the 10 shadows could really do once Sukuna got his hands on that motherfucker. You feel me? But we saw Kenjaku making use of, for example, Mahito's cursed ability after subjugating him as a cursed spirit. You feel me? He used the idol transfiguration or manipulation, whatever the fuck you call that shit. I think it's idol transfiguration. You feel me? And he used that to trigger the culling games. And he didn't have to summon Mahito to do that. He just had that nigga subjugated and he used the cursed ability. So here's the thing. My theory as to why this shit is busted is because technically we've seen in JJK that anyone can become a cursed spirit, bro. And if that's the case, if we have 2 examples of that happening, that means that technically cursed spirit manipulation can have the ability to use damn near any cursed ability under the right circumstances. I mean, the potential for this shit, when you kind of think about how the JJK power system works and how people can die and become cursed spirits, is kind of crazy. Yuta Okatsu. This nigga is absolutely broken. And it kind of makes sense when you take in that according to the lore, this was actually supposed to be our protagonist before Gege Akutami came up with Yuji. That's what I heard. That's what I was told. That's what I heard. You feel me? JJK 0 was actually supposed to be the prologue for JJK, and then Yuji I don't know where that nigga came from, you feel me? But hey, I'm happy what we have. We have what we have. But listen, Yuta Okutsu is a broken ass nigga. Tell me why this nigga is literally the Kakashi of Jujutsu Kaisen. He can copy people's curse techniques, and for the longest time, we were wondering what was the requirement for this. What was the requirement for him being able to use curse speech, being able to do motherfucking all those other things that he stole during the Culling games, bro. Motherfucking Rika just gotta take a little nibble out of you, bro. Or not even a nibble. I think she just has to be in your goddamn general vicinity. The ambiguity is still kind of there. But I'm gonna say right now, bro, the requirements for this nigga's copy technique is so light that he's absolutely fucking busted. Rika just has to fucking goddamn take a little bit of your fucking leg hair, nigga. Eat that shit, and you're done. You're absolutely fucking done. And what's crazy is it doesn't seem as if there is a time limit or a restriction really to these curse techniques. It seems as if he damn near just has a one-to-one copy for the most part. We're gonna get into some limitations that have been noticed in the most recent chapters with Gojo shit, which again, even the fact that he's able to do that, who the fuck is this nigga, bro? Who is this nigga? I'm not gonna fucking lie, the fact that this motherfucker was able to copy Kenjaku's fucked up brain technique and do some crazy Frankenstein shit with Gojo's body and even bring that nigga back, it's insane work. It's absolutely insane work. He's busted. And you know what's funny? Niggas was waiting for the longest time to see what Yuta's domain expansion was gonna be. And it made sense why it took so fucking long, because they just had to give this nigga time to steal enough abilities. They just had to give that nigga enough time to steal enough shit from motherfuckers in the show, because you can't have him pop the domain expansion. He only has one fucking katana, and that also, hold on. Oh my god, I'm about to go off on a tangent. That chapter where this nigga grabbed that katana and he said cleave. Oh my god. Niggas was fucking freaking out, bro. I mean, it was just, I'm not gonna lie, these recent chapters of JJK have just been peak after peak after peak after peak. I'm gonna try not to dick suck too crazy, but I just wanted to acknowledge the fact that Yuta Okutsu in this video is possibly one of the most cheese characters in JJK. And yes, realistically, there's a bunch of other reasons why I could have rescaled this list. There's a bunch of other characters who could be there's a bunch of other characters you could think are the most OP in the show. Guess what though? I don't give a fuck, nigga. I ain't gonna lie. If you like the video, like the video. If you don't like the video, eat my ass, nigga. Word.
Yeah, please stop doing crazy. All of my friends are dead. Leave them in the cold, put them in the tundra. I go rape child, second I see her, I make her fumble. I was just a Texas with Aaliyah, pussy a jungle. They wanted to challenge me, I said, but I told them I'm coming normal. When you play this shit with a white touch, a nigga like you in a formal.